two, one. Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's podcast. Our topic is cats and dogs or other. So, my question for you guys is which do you prefer, the classic duel between cats and dogs? Or, if you're not into either, why? Who wants to answer first?
I'll go first. I prefer dogs. I have 3 dogs right now. I have 2 Siberian Huskies and 1 Chow Chow, Chinese Chow. So we as a family as a whole, we all decided to just start, taking care of the dogs. It was supposed to be a responsibility of my eldest, who is now 15 years old, but apparently responsibilities are nothing for teenagers. So we ended up, me and my wife ended up just taking care of the dogs. We have 3 of them, and they're just, they're a bunch to, they're really hard to, the attention that they need, especially the 2 Huskies. They're really energetic and they need to be walked every day. If we don't, they'll just, you know, do their usual tantrum of like singing and howling at the same time. So, it was really hard.
Oh, I didn't know you had pets, Jim. What are your dogs' names and how old are they?
The eldest is 2 years old. His name is Nimbus, like the Nimbus cloud, and the other two are, the other Husky's name is Luna, and then the Chow's name is Nala. Nala, as in the female tiger in Lion's King. So
Oh, that's cute. I like the name Nimbus. That's like very creative. I've never heard that name for any animal. That's really cool. How did you guys come up with that?
my initial plan was to name all my dogs after clouds. So the first one was named Nimbus because he is a combination of black and white fur. And then the plan is to get another husky who's pure white, and then I'll call that one Cumulus. And then it didn't pan out. We ended up getting another similarly looking husky. So yeah, it's a different name.
And were you going to have just two dogs originally, or was it always the plan to have three?
I only intended to have one. And then my wife said, hey, he should have a partner. So we ended up getting another one, a female. And then she thought that Chinese chows are cute, so she got another one.
Oh, once you go with one, you might get two, and once you get
And then
two, why not three? Those are big dogs. Oh well, I don't know the size of a chow, but the Siberian Huskies are big dogs. Do you have like a larger area that they? Where are the dogs now? I've never seen them in the background or on camera.
I'm usually working in my room. It's upstairs. So the dogs, before we had our newborn, they're just, all around the house. And then once the newborn came, that was like a few months ago, they ended up, staying in our car park. So we have a park outside that, it's quite a spacious place for them to play and roam around. So yeah, they're happy. They're okay.
Okay. And why do you prefer dogs? Like, what characteristics about dogs do you think makes them your preferred animal?
Personally, I don't prefer dogs. Either one would be okay with me. We did have cats before. Just like Lara, I think we had 4 or 5 cats before I had my own family though. So back then when I was still, I think in college or in my early 20s, we did have 4 or 5 cats. So I'm okay with either of the two.
Okay. All right, Lyra, what about you? I know you have cats, but that doesn't necessarily mean you prefer them. What is
I
your take?
I really prefer cats. So I
First of all,
I
remind me what your cats' names are.
Nico, the eldest. Next is Mickey. Next is Komi Komi, but we later call him Oming. The fourth one is Moki, and then the last one is Cookie.
These names all sound very similar. Are these like common Filipino names? Are they Philippine words? Are they Japanese? What? It's just like there's a lot of ickies and that I
No,
hear.
not really. It's actually the name is actually derived from my eldest cat, Miko. So like I love to play with words. And so I just, played around the the letters and made it their names, and except for the last one cuz she was just, I think someone actually owned Cookie. I think they're from my neighbor's cat. But then she decided to stay. She never really left home for a couple of months now. So I decided maybe she chose me now. So I just named her Cookie because she looks like a cookie.
Okay, so the rest of them are like derivatives of the first cat's name. Are they also the children of the first cat or related to the first
No,
cat? No. Just the
no.
first cat was the most special.
Yeah, because I have always told my best friend that I don't really want to take care of anything, anyone, or even pets. But Miko just came. I started feeding him, and then he started coming into my room, and he decided to do that every day. And I just realized, oh, I already have a pet. But then, yeah, like every one of them, like first was Miko. I just feed him every day. And then Mickey, he was also a stray. He never even let me touch him. But then he decided to sleep in my room on a daily basis. Then comes Komi Komi. He was my cat's neighbor, but he prefers me than his owner. He will cry on my window, like he will scratch my window, crying if I won't let him in. And when our landlady wants to get rid of cats, so I decided to leave and I brought him along. Now the last one, see Moki, the one that I posted before, the orange white cat. He was a rescue of my rescue cat, Miko. So that's why it's much closer to his name, Moki.
A rescue of your rescue. How does that work
Yeah,
out?
because I think a kid left two kittens, in front of our gate, and my cat decided to look after the cats, and he brought along Moki inside. He never left, so I guess we have no choice but to take care of him and have him as our own here. And it's been fun. So I have really liked cats over dogs because I don't really like being licked. Except for cats, they don't really care about you. They have their own, own world. They will just go to you if they're hungry, and they will even like jump on you. They don't care if they hurt you.
Wait, so are you saying that you don't mind the cat's indifference for your feelings? I'm confused.
Yeah, sometimes I actually cry. Because why do you hate me? But then they're sweet sometimes if they're very very hungry, so they will rub their hands against my feet, or like they will really wake me up because they're hungry. But most of the time they wouldn't care about you.
Oh my, I don't know if this got published, if this would be an advocacy for cats or not.
But it's really true, I think, for most cat owners.
Interesting. Well, that being said, I personally like both, and I can't say I prefer one over the other. But for my lifestyle, I think cats are more suited. The quality that I most value in cats, that if I were ever to get a pet, I would get a cat, is their independence. The fact that they're very independent, that they're smart, that they can self-regulate their food. Like you have to go away for a day. You leave a bowl of for most cats. You leave a bowl of food for the cat, and the cat's gonna like progressively eat the bowl as it's hungry. Whereas a dog will just like get in all that bowl and eat it all in the morning and then be like
Gobble
crying
them
by
all up.
nighttime. Yeah. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, sometimes I think dogs are so dumb because I mean, they're smart. They have their other characteristics, but I'm just like, cats are so independent. And as you guys know, I travel a whole bunch. And I really couldn't deal with the demands of a dog. To me, dogs are like children that never grow up because you always have to walk them. You always have to be, like they need a lot. They're very needy animals. Additionally, I had the only pet I've ever had when I was young was a couple of cats, and they were like, we called them cat dogs because they were so affectionate and they had all the like good qualities of dogs and none of the bad qualities of cats, and they were adorable. They just like sat on our stomachs and like kneaded them with their hands, but not like in an aggressive, like, you better do what I want or out come the claws sort of way.
The massage way.
Exactly, a massage. No claws. Claws are retracted. They followed us around. They were just like, they did lick us. And I agree that like a cat's lick, like I like that sandpapery feel. When a dog licks you, it's like all slobbery and like
Slobbery.
I don't like it. So slobbery. My brother has a dog who's super affectionate, but when he tries to lick me, I'm always like, to any dog, a lot of my family members have dogs. I'm like, not the face, never the face. Don't lick my face with that big old slobbery tongue. So yeah, I really like that. That being said, dogs are more fun in the fact that they just like do give you pure unconditional love mostly. Like it's much easier to find a mean cat than it is a mean dog, unless the dog was specifically trained to be mean. Walking with a dog could be fun, but not when you have to do it. Then it just becomes a chore. So those are my thoughts on cats and dogs. It's interesting to hear yours. I didn't know that Jim had pets. I didn't know that Lyra had pets. Jim, you need to let your pets come up sometime so we can see them on camera. I want to see those pets.
Oh,
or post in Pets channel.
I have one now. He's sleeping. Here. That's
Hello,
Miko.
little kitty. Is that the first one?
Yeah, that's my eldest.
Okay. The fact that they're all named one after the other or very closely to each other makes it very, like, you said the words and I already forgot all of them because they're so close to each other that I'd be like, wait, is that Miko? Iko?
Miko.
What was the names?
Miko. Yeah, I get confused calling their names sometimes. Like, I usually call Moki because he's the most playful one, so I keep calling Moki. I mean, I call everyone Moki sometimes. I get mistaken too.
That's funny. All right. Well, this has been an episode of Cats and Dogs. Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up.